What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Bolero. Sam here with Gab, Maui, and as you can see, meron na naman tayong special guest ngayon. None other than our good friend, SJ Belangel. Pero syempre, gusto natin medyo mas masayang introduction kay SJ. So SJ, before you say hi to everyone, I'll pass it on to Gab. Gab, paki-introduce naman tong special guest natin.
For our second guest ever on the Boleros podcast, starting at point guard for Cogas Pegasus and former Ateneo Blue Eagle, SJ Belangel! Woo! Palapak naman dyan, Maui Sam.
Grabe.
Let's go!
Todo bigay yung ano.
Of course!
SJ, kamusta ka?
Special!
First of all, I just want to say thank you for having me here. At the same time, I love the energy. Thank you for welcoming. Parang nasa Pilipinas lang ako. So it's nice seeing some fellow Ateneans as well. So thank you.
Welcome to the show. And
Huwag mo naman ipahalata, SJ, na sobrang na-biased kami para sa school namin.
hindi naman. Marami lang talaga tayong kakilalang fellow Ateneans din. So, yun, di ba? So, welcome, SJ. And we're very, very happy to have you here. Again, as you mentioned, we're big fans. As Gab mentioned, we're big fans of you, especially way back in high school. We were watching you. So, we'll talk more about your history, your basketball history, and what you're doing now in Korea and in the KBL. So, to get started, nakita na ng people in the title probably yung segment natin for today. So, it's just like before, we're going to do 21. So, inspired by the 21 basketball game that we used to play when we were kids. We're going to ask SJ 21 questions. So, 21 burning questions maybe about SJ and his basketball life. And maybe a little bit more about life in Korea since nasa Korea siya ngayon. So, let's get started. I think Maui has a question for SJ. So, game ka na ba, SJ? Ready ka na?
Ready.
Ka na ba?
Okay.
Yan.
Ano to eh?
Yan.
Game na game to eh.
Yung parang bigkas lang nung high school yung akit. Alam niya. He knows the reference. At least save tayo.
Grabe naman mga inside joke.
Kahit may generational gap na alam pa rin ni SG ang ano.
Oo. Natin na yung high school yan. Okay. Go Maui. Go ahead. First question.
Yeah, so be comfortable, as we mentioned, SG. This is not an oral exam by like Father Dakanay. Our first question, we have to start from the very beginning. What's your earliest basketball memory and how did you actually get into playing basketball?
My earliest access would be my family, because I came from the family who loves playing basketball and who plays sports. So my dad used to be a player as well in Bacolod City, and at the same time as a coach as well. And my uncle, who is a coach then and a former basketball player. So I grew up watching them, at the same time idolizing my father. So every time there's a game, andun lang ako sa tabi niya, and every time na nagko-coach siya, andun din ako sa tabi. So it started there siguro, and at the same time naalala ko yung sabi ni Papa na parang hindi niya ako pinupush na maging basketball player kapag ano lang daw yung gusto ko, ayun yun. Pero luckily enough, nahilig ako sa basketball na bola. So, ayun. Then na nag-start na parang training, shooting, ganun. Not so pressure type of, parang pressure ka na, you play basketball. So, doon na yung earlier access ko and memory as a athlete.
Yeah, that's good to go back.
I did not know na yung dad mo pala naglalaro, pati yung uncle mo. Yung sa sila yung naglaro? Sa Bacolod lang? Or sa Bacolod. For college or high school?
Both po. They're both players. Since hanggang college din po. My dad, one time na muntikan na siya mag-PBA, but at the same time, he chose family over PBA. So, ayan.
Wow. Family over PBA. What a true family man. Your dad. yung aside from basketball, did you get into any other sport? Because ako, as a kid, yes, I played basketball. Pero, yung parents ko, yung pina-football ako, pina-volleyball and all that. So, any other sport that you delved into?
Siguro swimming. Naalala ko back then, na swimming lessons kami. Pero at the same time, hindi naman ganun ka-focus. Parang learn how to swim lang. Baka mahiligan ko. Pero at the same time, basketball talaga.
Parehas tayo. Ako rin, one of the first sports my parents introduced to me is basketball, but they also wanted me to try swimming.
For survival no? Pero SJ, SJ, you mentioned yung dad mo naman, hindi ka pressure to get into basketball, which is good, diba? Yung follow-up question ko lang doon, once nakita niya na nahilig ka into basketball and you wanted to get into basketball, was he, mas naging strict na siya? Talagang kinoach ka personally or pinabayaan ka lang din to learn on your own? How was it, the relationship with your dad when you were getting into basketball na?
Doon na siya naging masyado naka-focus sa akin. At the same time, there was a time na, nagsisimula na yung career ko as a basketball player. Yung first school ko, which is a small private school in Bacolod City, doesn't have a basketball team. So, at the same time, si daddy ko is a coach. So, sabi niya, why not try build a small basketball team sa small private school na yon? Kasi that small private school nag-aano sa ACADS is nag-excel sa ACADS. So why not try naman na gawa ng basketball team para yung mga boys at the same time na nakakapag-exercise. Besides PE, syempre iba naman din yung kapag meron silang varsity, and we know Philippines is basketball country. So, doon na nagsimula, basically. So, doon na naging strict.
So, basically, one of your first coaches talaga was your dad.
Yeah. Siya talaga.
Ang galing. Yung sabi ng tatay mo, start tayo ng basketball team sa school mo para lang sa'yo.
Oo nga Pioneer no? Pioneer.
Grabe. Now that's a basketball dad. So, let's move on. So you mentioned that you played basketball in Bacolod, and us here at Boleros, we heard about you first year high school, as you were telling you right before we came on. First year high school ka sa Ateneo. When we first heard of you, SJ Belingen. So how did you end up in Ateneo de Manila High School? Paano kayong na-recruit? Paano kayong na-discover ng mga coaches sa Ateneo High School?
So, I've heard sa mga Ateneo alumni na parang nagkwento sila sa akin na parang naririnig nila yung pangalan na SJ Belingen sa Bacolod. So, they tried, hindi na nga sila nag-try. They asked Coach Joe to go to Bacolod and watch me play in my team sa Bacolod Taitong High School that time. So, there was one game na nanood siya. At the same time, after nun, nag-usap kami. So, doon na nagsisimula yung parang relationship namin ni na Coach Joe tapos with the Ateneo High School. So, doon na nagsimula basically paano ako napunta sa Ateneo. So, after that game, so kinausap ako ganito ganyan. Tapos after nun, parang there was 3 days na wala kaming school. Tapos pumunta ako sa Ateneo to syempre try out and yung tulok sa campuses and stuff like that bago ako nila i-recruit. So, ayun, nagustuhan ko naman yung vibes and syempre, it's my dream school, Ateneo. So, ayun.
Coach Joe, meaning Coach Joe Silva.
Coach Joe Silva.
Tama na ba? Okay. Shout out to Coach Joe. He was my coach also before when I was in grade school. I was one of the assistant coaches. So,
starting pa lang Coach Joe noon, grade school pa yan.
Starting out pa lang siya. I think he just came off college noon, tapos nag-coach yung Coach Joe ngayon. Ngayon, nasa PBA na ata siya, or, di ba?
Converge. And he's a coach in CU.
Yeah. Was there any culture shock from coming from Bacolod going into Manila, Ateneo de Manila?
Yeah, it was hard kasi you have to leave your friends and family behind. But at the same time,
True.
I don't know kapag ano yung culture and kapag paano ba maglaro dito sa Ateneo and sa Manila because you're playing against the best of the best and super tapos yung culture pa sa Manila is different, way different sa Bacolod. So the traffic, syempre yung academics wise, so syempre nanibago talaga. And it's one of the top choices I've made nung bata pa lang ako. So, ayun.
But siguro I would say sakto because nung you moved from Bacolod to Manila when you were in high school and that was tough. Pero mamaya pag-usapan natin, it was also a tough decision for you to move to Korea to play pro basketball, diba? So feel ko it prepared you yung pag-move mo from Bacolod to Manila, it prepared you for you moving to Korea to play internationally.
That transition.
Go ahead, Maui.
Played a big part. Actually, SJ, I was gonna ask rin kanina kasi parang I read before that you scored, I think, 99 points in one game. Is that one of the reasons why people were talking about you here in Manila? Did that happen before the visit of Joe Silva or after pa?
Siguro nangyari yun after the visit of Coach Joe Silva.
After pa?
Yeah, after ata. Kasi doon na nagsimula na Ateneo is recruiting someone who scored 99 points during one game. And I remember si James Yap din nag-post ata about it. So, ayun.
Wait lang. I have to delve more into that. How did you score 99 points? Hindi ka ba binabantayan?
Point center. We come a long way. So since may mga players na played point center back then kasi matangkad sila and they had to bring the ball up again. So ayun, yun lang ginagawa ko. So rebound, diretso agad, shoot, rebound, shoot.
Okay. Because
Jokic ka pala.
Jokic, the first ever Jokic ng grade school.
Tsaka imagine guys, that happened after the visit of Coach Joe, di ba? So Ateneo must have really been salivating on the prospect of an SJ Belangel going to Ateneo High School.
Grabe, I can't imagine 99 points. Like, one, hindi ka pa binabantayan. Two, hindi ba nakakapagod? Diba, ikaw na shoot lahat doon?
Yeah, that's a 40-minute game lang, di ba? That's 10-minute quarters. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay, Maui, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, it's good that we're talking about Coach Joe because I think si Coach Joe was one of your coaches in Ateneo High School. From your stay in the Ateneo High School, that's your first memory of UAAP. If you can say, what's your most memorable moment from that era of SJ Belangel in high school, aside from, of course, winning the Season 80 Juniors Championship?
Siguro, my most memorable is during yung pagpunta ko sa Ateneo when having a 3-day break in my school, sa Bacolod Taytong High School. I remember na meeting my childhood idol, Jolo Mendoza, because we played before when we went here to Manila. We went there to Manila for the Batang PBA. So it's my first time seeing players na like him dominating the junior Batang PBA. So parang ako, someday na sana ako ganun din. Maliit pa lang ako nun, si Jolo sobrang tangkad eh. So sabi ko, soon. So tapos one memorable siguro thing is sabi ko, nung nag-try out ako, tapos pinalpal ako ni Gian Mamuyak. Welcome to Ateneo, parang ganun.
That's a good story.
Sobrang Gian Mamuyak nun.
So sabi
exactly, a very Gian Mamuyak story. Defense pa.
So sabi ko na no, it's no joke going here in Manila and playing against the best of the best. So ayan. Yan yung memorable ko.
And you played agad, diba? From when you were a freshman in high school, you played for juniors team agad? Or hindi ba?
I got
Sa
1 year
second year
residency.
ka.
Yeah, I got 1 year residency before nila tinanggal yung residency getting a player from province. So sayang 2 championship na sana ako nung high school.
May residency pala. I did not know that.
Hindi din alam.
May residency.
I did not know that. Sa high school
nung
din pala, may residency
nung
rules.
na-recruit nila ako, parang una walang residency, I can play agad. Tapos nung nabalitaan na nila, so nilagyan nila ng residency, tapos pagka next year, tinanggal na nila agad. Parang
What?
Yeah.
So, before there was Jerry Pingoy, there was a SJ Belangel rule for 1 year? Oh.
Nagulat din ako eh. Sabi nila kasi I can play, pero wala na akong magawa. So I played for Team B muna. But it was fun playing in Team B actually, with Coach Mark Dandan.
Coach Mark. Okay. Ayos, pero wait lang. Nagagulat pa rin ako na may residency rule lang for 1 year just for you.
Sa high school,
talaga
diba? Grabe,
high school pa, diba?
Terms of presidency.
Hirap.
Ngayon wala
Grabe,
na. You can recruit na ngayon eh. Tapos they can play na.
Okay na.
Yeah. Parang ngayon sa high school, don't know if parang wala na restrictions eh, no?
Yun yung tama. Dapat wala talaga. Dapat wala naman in the first place.
Kids pa lang may residency na. That's crazy.
So, nag-pioneer na naman si SJ. SJ, suffered for 1 year so that everyone else can run, di ba? Lahat ng mga kids ngayon, you owe it to SJ, mga lumilipat to Manila. You owe it to SJ. Yun. Sorry, just follow up on season 80 or yung UAP Juniors career mo. That team was very loaded when you guys won the championship. Sino yung starters nyo or sino yung mga players nung time na yun? You were with Kai, Dave, tama ba?
Joaquin Manuel.
Yeah. Jason Credo.
Jason Credo, yeah. RV Berjay, I think was there, diba? Or
RV,
wala na?
Season 79, wala na.
Season 79.
Okay.
I have a question and a very personal and important question for me. Nung high school pa lang ba, ganun na si Joaquin Manuel?
Yeah.
Talaga?
I didn't know Joaquin Manuel at first kasi he came from Xavier. I just heard some stories about Joaquin Manuel and during the tryouts. Ganun na talaga siya. Kinakainisan na siya ng lahat and binubuli na siya during the tryouts. So when nag-tryout sa Ateneo, and we all know Waki is Waki. Waki is Waki.
Waki is Waki. Tama.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good description.
If you don't know Waki, it's bad for you.
Mainis ka.
Pero when you know Waki and he's your teammate, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love Waki.
You'll love him.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys eh. Yung tama ka, Jay. He's one of those guys na okay maging teammate, pero kung kalaban mo siya, it's not okay. It's very annoying, very physical siya. Nakasarap sa court, di ba? So at least because I only watched you guys fully in the finals against NU. Yung nanood ako ng all 3 games. Was it 3 games? Basta all 3 games is a fail oil, di ba? And that NU team was loaded as well. Diba? Yeah. You were loaded, but that NU team was loaded. I think si Fortea, Terence Fortea was their main guy, tama ba? Kasi Migs Oxon?
Yep, Oxon, Ryan Amsali, Malonzo from Letran, yan. Tapos yung NU guy na mataas tumalon, power forward. Madami. They have some tools. They have some players who can play.
Yep, but you guys had Kai Soto.
Yeah,
7'1".
We have 7-foot Kai Soto.
Close pa rin ba kayo nung season 80 team na yun? Like, do you guys keep in touch?
Yeah. Before I went here to Korea, nag-dinner, season 80 champs. So we had a mini reunion. So yan, it's good to see na champs still have this kind of reunion. So baka next year ulit daw kasi yung reunion namin nung last month is masaya.
Nice.
good to hear.
It's
That's
good to
good
hear.
to hear. That's good to hear.
High school.
Lalo na marami na sa inyong abroad eh. Like you,
Yeah.
Dave, si Kai. So, mahirap din, di ba?
Okay, for my next question. So you went from Ateneo High School up to the seniors division, yung under Coach Tab. And let's just say you had a rough season, rookie year in the seniors division. What was your welcome to the UAAP moment? Diba? Yung who, or let's just phrase it yung another way. Who was the first person to bust your butt, to bust your ass in the UAAP, in the seniors division?
It was first game against Adamson. It's Jerome Lastimosa actually. It was
Okay.
legit. It's welcome to the AAP moment. But at the same time, Jerome was also a rookie that time. But I remember we're leading before the half and pinasok kami sabay kami ni William Navarro, tapos sabay kami ni Pat Magdenberg ata. Yeah, basta sabay kami pinasok nung second quarter before end of the half. 1 minute and 38 seconds ata, lamang kami by 15.
Yeah.
And lumamang pa yung Adamson pagkatapos ng half. So it was turnover after turnover after turnover. Tapos
I remember that moment.
Tapos tumira pa si Alain Maliksi ng half court shot. So pumasok tapos lumamang sila. And welcome to the AAP. After nun, yun na yun. Nakaanda lang ako ng towel ko sa gano'n na lang.
Oh my goodness. Actually, yung tama si Maui. SJ, I was at that game. Galit ako sa inyong lahat.
It was the first game talaga, since grabe. And I remember sa dugout na lang, Coach Tab, di naman naninisi si Coach Tab. Pero at the same time, alam mo yung feeling na you let your teammates down. At the same time, syempre we all know Mike Nieto is a good leader. Grabe talaga siyang leader. And we all know na he's one of the respected players and leaders sa Ateneo. And sinabi niya sa ikaw talaga yun eh. Ikaw talaga may kasalanan. Straightforward.
Sinabi niya yun sa'yo?
Yeah. Gano'n kami close ni Mike na sasabihin niya talaga sa'yo. And at the same time, ganun talaga kami nung time na yan. Walang taguan kapag
Accountability. Yeah.
Ganun talaga. So, wala naman. At the same time, kinausap naman kami after ni Coach Tab and they don't blame us rookies. It's just part of the game. And syempre, si Coach Tab, I know Coach Tab has a plan all the time. Bakit kami pinasok that time? So, ayun. Trust the
Ginulat kayo to welcome you to the UAAP seniors.
Welcome to the UAAP talaga.
Tapos mahirap pa kasi I was playing with mask. So it's
I remember. I remember you had a mask that time. Did you have a broken nose? Kaya you were wearing a mask that time na yun?
Cheek here. Ito, right? Buong ko dito, it's metal dito. Yeah.
Na orbital fracture ka.
Yeah.
Na orbital.
Tamaan ako nung championship against Adamson, natamaan ako ni Papi Sar here. So, ayun. Laglag to lahat. Ganun.
Wild. That's wild.
Wild.
Basketball scars, as they say.
Yeah. Tapos sayang pa that time after nun kasi ng Adamson game, I have to go to Nike sa KD. I'm one of the players who will play against KD, Kevin Durant. So wala, di na I was so proud.
Sayang.
After the game na naka-Warriors ako, pero sa na lang ako nag-Instagram. Sa hospital na lang ako na naka-Warriors.
Malas.
Malas nga. That time was very bad. Yeah. So actually, SJ, yung next question, it's quite connected to the previous one we're talking. We talked about yung welcome to the UAAP moment mo. So after basically your rookie season, after all the struggles, what were your main adjustments that you made in your game during the off seasons from season 81-82? And was there a specific person who helped you transition really to college basketball?
Basically just Coach Tab. getting ready lagi para sa amin lahat na players. So, if you all know Coach Tab, he has always may plano talaga siya lagi for you guys. And I don't know right now if nakikita yun ng mga players, pero at the same time for me, yan yung nakikita ko lagi kay Coach Tab na every time na pinapasok ka niya or binabangkukan niya, there's always a reason. But at the same time, it always starts in practice. So, bangko ka man or hindi ka naman nagamit, pero at the same time, yung lecture niya sa inyo as a bench players or third stringer, second stringer is same lang as sa starters nyo. So, may plano talaga siya lagi and yung preparation niya is key. Always on point talaga. So, Coach Tab really helped me a lot. So, syempre, with Kuya Matt Nieto and Kuya Tyler Tio, itatanong pa ba ako kung sino best point guard sa UAP? A good mentor. So, wala na. So, I had to follow their footsteps and learn their game kapag bakit ba sila pinapalaro, ba't ba sila effective in this moment. So, ayun, I have to study.
One of the things that I saw from season 81 to 82 was naging knockdown shooter ka, which wasn't exactly in your game in high school and in your rookie year. Was that something that you really worked on, na yung outside shooting mo?
Basically may iniba si Coach Tab heading through season during the next season. May iniba siya sa akin na shooting form. Iniba niya yung shooting form ko and galing kasi ako dito nung pinapanood ko last 2 years ago ba, yung shooting form ko. Kasi parang dito naman ako tumitira parang dito sa babae. Parang Steph Curry na dito nung during high school ko. Pero yung iniba niya dito sa taas. So, parang sinabi ko na tama ba to? Pero sinunod ko na lang siya. Siyempre, Coach Tab is Coach Tab. I know na marami na rin siya na-handle na players. And hindi lang ako yun it's everyone who's struggling na during the season 80. So, iniba niya lahat. Halos lahat nga kami iniba ata. Except Jolo. Siyempre, Jolo is Jolo. Jolo Mendoza is born shooter.
Born shooter. Yeah, yung kamay na yun, huwag niyo ibahin yung kamay, di ba?
Yeah. So, ayun. Halos lahat kami iniba to the point na during games, we have to shoot only layups, floaters, and one-handed free throw. So, ayun yun, di ba? Yeah, I remember one time sa PBA D-League. And I remember then one time na si Gabe Natividad, during the crucial moment of the game, hindi siya he's not allowed to shoot two hands. So, may time na crucial moment pinasahan siya and he was wide open. So, last second na lang pinasa pa niya kasi he's not allowed to shoot. So,
hindi siya makashoot.
Talo sila. So, ayun. Then doon na nagsimula yung pagkataas ng ko. And it's all about reps. And every time in practice, we focus on repetitions. So, practice namin ng practice. Same shooting form every day. May ginagawa kami as a team. So, ayun, tumaas na yung percentage.
Wow, I did not know that Coach Tab was also a shooting coach. Grabe. That was a great story, SJ. Talagang # in Tab with trust. Yeah. I've heard a ton of stories about Tab, but hearing it from you, who spent 3 seasons under Coach Tab, is pretty impressive, no? So, moving on, you spent 3 seasons in the UAAP, season 81, 82, and 84. Sayang na cut short yung season 83, no? Dahil sa COVID. But in all of your seasons in the UAAP, who was the toughest matchup for you? Siguro po, give one team na toughest matchup for you and one specific player na you dread facing.
Walang kinakatakot tong si SJ.
Actually, kasi it's because of Kuya Matt Nieto and Tyler Tio you have to face every day. So, sino ba kakatakutan mo? Di ba? So,
That's a good answer. That's a good
Yun
answer.
eh.
Good answer.
Yun eh.
if
Two of the best point guards di ba?
if you
That
guys
is-
know
that's a good
Kuya
answer.
Matt, if you know Kuya Matt Nieto, guys, promise, hindi siya magpapatalo sa inyo. Ganun siya ka-competitive, and we all know Kuya Matt Nieto during his college days. Wala talaga, wala. You can score on him one time, but he'll make sure the rest is parang wala ka na. Wala ka na sa team. So, facing that every day is always a challenge. And syempre, si Tyler Tio, grabe, offensive menace on the floor. Grabe yung handles, grabe yung decision making. So, I have a tough time dealing with him in defense. So, ganun yung competitiveness namin during my 2 years with them, di ba? Kasi kay Tyler 3 years ako eh. Kay Matt Nieto 2 years na. Pero at the same time, me and Matt always practice a lot. Matt Nieto and Mike Nieto kasi magkakalapit lang kami and but inaanak nila ako. So, ayun, magkasama kami lagi. So, sa UAP, siguro, sobrang daming point guards na magagaling. Speaking of LJ Gonzalez, RJ Barrientos, Jerome Lastimosa, Ivanele, Mark Nonoy. I mean, sobrang hirap siguro maghanap ng isang din na mahihirapan ka. Pero at the same time, the hardest player to guard is kasi hindi ako pinapabantay eh. Kasi kailangan may game plan naman kami basically. It's syempre andun sa amin si Gian Mamuyak. So siya na yung nag-handle ng mga point guard.
Yun.
Pero yung problema
Yun,
nag-switch. So siguro nahihirapan ako sa lahat si RJ Abarientos. Hindi na sila magkalayo ni LJ Gonzalez. Because RJ, when he's hot talaga. You can't stop him. And LJ, with that speed na meron siya, and kapag nakokontrol niya kasi, that's the difference between LJ Gonzalez and Mark Nonoy. Mark Nonoy, he can control his speed. Kapag rat na talaga siya. Si LJ kasi, he can parang stop and go yung laro niya. Pag mabilis, tapos biglang suddenly he'll change his momentum na naman. He'll go relax lang, tapos he'll settle for jumper. So I have a hard time dealing with them. And ayun, siguro LJ Gonzalez and RJ Abarientos na.
Ang galing because RJ was your teammate also in Gilas, di ba?
Gilas. Oh.
And then the two of you were the first to make it to the KBL also. So ang galing. Ang galing na siya yung one of your toughest matchups. And also shout out to LJ. Shout out to LJ Gonzalez, man.
Grabe.
And I assume he looks
FEU guards. Shout out to
FEU
FEU guards also. Parehong
LJ Gonzalez.
FEU yan. Alam mo naman, FEU point guard, magaling talaga yan. Basta FEU guard.
Siguro ma-add ko na lang siguro hindi na siya naglalaro. Pero nung high school pa lang siya, buti hindi na siya nag-college. Si Gabayne, you know Gabayne. Gabayne. FEU. Yung maliit siya, sobrang liit niya.
Maliit.
Hindi na siya nag-college.
He wasn't able to transition na sa college.
Hindi na. Pero grabe, nung high school ako, parang papasa ko na lang bola kasi I can't. Hindi talaga. Sobrang hirap. Sobrang hirap.
Pag napapapasa mo ng bola si SJ Belangel, now you know you're a pesky defender.
If tanong nyo, kina Rapis Calona, sa lahat ng Ateneo during high school, my teammates, si Gabay na talaga yung pinakaya ko sa lahat. And siguro hindi lang ako, no? Kundi lahat ng mga players against him. As in, sobrang liit lang niya pero he'll make sure hindi kanya papadali ng bola.
Oh.
Grabe.
Wow.
We'll have to look him up.
Curious
we'll have to look him
ako.
up. Eh.
Gabay na.
Na-curious ako. Oh, Maui, go ahead.
Yeah. So we're at basically the halfway part of the hard questions. We were talking about all your teammates. We were talking about juniors in college in Ateneo. If there was one teammate that you could say is your favorite, who would that be and why?
Ang hirap kasi I'm the type of player na wala akong pinipili. At lahat kakaibiganin ko kahit ano man yung situation mo. Pero if I have to choose one, sobrang hirap. Pero siguro it will be Dave. Dave Ildefonso. We've been through worse, and until now, nag-uusap pa rin kami. So, keeping up in life, stuff like that, and kapag may mga problema, siya talaga yung pinupuntahan ko. So, Dave Ildefonso, I would say. Kahit nung nasa NU pa siya, pumunta siya sa NU. So,
that was my next follow-up question, SJ. Did you have anything to do with bringing him back to Ateneo?
Actually, wala. Wala.
Wala! Talaga?
Sabi ko, bahala ka na dyan, Dave. Kaya mo na yan. Tapos, I'm just happy na...
Tunay na kaibigan to. Wala akong pakialam sa'yo. Naglaro ka na dyan.
Pumunta siya sa NU. Sabi ko, bahala ka dyan. So, ayun, nung bumalik siya, I'm just happy. I'm happy for him na bumalik siya sa Ateneo. And syempre, we open... Atenista, gano'n naman eh. Tawag nga namin dun sa nung high school, once an eaglet, always be an eaglet. So, parang ganun. So, we're happy for him.
Iba
Do you guys get to hang... ibang samahan.
Iba ang samahan ng galing Ateneo High School rin. Di ba?
Yeah, ewan ko. Try natin ngayon. Tawagan ko siya. Sasagot agad to eh.
Uy,
sige nga. Live. Tingnan natin. Recording. Sige, subuhan mo.
Baka nagpa-practice siya, pero baka wala rin.
Try mo lang.
Pero
oo nga, no? Kasi nagsama yung high school, college, Korea.
Nasa podcast ako, pre. Mag-hi ka.
Hey, Dave!
Hey, Dave!
Hello!
We're the Boleros Podcast.
Pinag-uusapan ka lang namin na mahal kita, pre. Yun lang naman.
Oh,
wow!
Iba talaga samahan. Iba samahan ng SJ Belangan at David Alfonso.
Sabi sa inyo.
Ang galing mo Galing mo, SJ. Sumagot nga
Yeah. Si Bruno, nasa ano pa siya, nasa bathroom pa yan. Nasagot niya. So,
Ganun kayo ka-close.
Ganun kami nga.
Benta. You saw it here at Boleros, guys, ha?
Magkalayo ba kayo ng city? Sorry, hindi ako familiar sa distance ng city sa Korea.
Korea. Yeah. Actually, sobrang layo namin dito. Ako yung pinakamalayo sa kanila. Because, province ako eh. Sila nasa Suwon. So, malapit na siya sa Seoul. It's like 30 minutes taxi. So, super bilis lang.
Okay. Malapit lang.
Yung 30 minutes dito, parang akala mo, parang 20 minutes lang with the taxis here sa Korea. So, yung mga taxi dito sa Korea, parang nasa Pinas lang tayo eh. Mga drivers nila dito, pero yung mga normal, drivers na relax lang. Pero yung mga taxi drivers here, parang kala mo na, papunta ka na sa heaven eh.
The Philippines brought you up for that moment. Na sumakay ng
you
taxi
should be ready.
You're ready ka for that moment.
Yeah. Okay, our next question. And ako, favorite ko tong yung itanong, yung pati kay Mason Amos. What's your favorite Baldwin quote or story ever? So you spent 3 seasons with him. Ano yung pinaka-naalala mo na moment with Coach Tat?
Siguro yung favorite quote ko na lang is the team talaga. Is yung Bebop mantra namin. Yun talaga, hindi talaga mawawala sa akin. As in, tutok na tutok talaga sa amin yun. And everyone who went through his program, kapag tinanong nyo ano yung Bebop, sasabihin yung mantra namin. So, if nasa huddle kayo all the time, tapos sabay-sabay kayo gumagano'n, parang nakaka sa puso na we're a team, parang gano'n. So, ayun. Tapos favorite moment ko na lang is Baler.
Baler?
Yeah. Baler is
the training in Baler. Yeah. I heard about that.
So, training in Baler is a beach, pero it's parang ayaw namin pumunta din. So, nakatutok na sa amin.
Wait. I'm not letting you go. What happened?
So, it's a deadly training for 1 week. So, Coach Tab is not your friend during that time. During that duration. For 4 days naman. Kasi last day is happy day na. because it's heaven na for us. Uwi na kami.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's a deadly
So,
training. It's super deadly.
para siyang boot camp, parang short boot camp na just all out papatayin kayo ni Coach Tab. Parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totoo yun. If tanong nyo sa kanila kapag gusto nila pumunta ng mga Baler, yung mga players sa Ateneo, they will say no.
Walang gusto. Yeah, actually, I heard about that famous Baler training camp of Coach Tab. That was a very good for you to share on air, so everybody knows that memorable memory.
Marami ng mga scouts mag-aabang sa Baler. Anong ginagawa ng Ateneo sa Baler?
Parang 50 kain yun eh. It's like ginaganon kayo. As in, it brings, sa inyo, like, it brings something out of you na may ganito ka palang attitude. Parang yun. Parang hindi mo nakikita sa isang player, makikita mo dun. And at the same time, utak na lang dun yung gumagana, your body, hindi na.
Ganun ka-intense.
Ganun ka-intense. Okay.
Pero after that siguro...
Sana may tapes at makikita ko kung ano talaga pinagkagawa nyo to.
Hindi pwede. Top secret yun.
Yeah.
Yun ang secret ingredient ng ni Coach Tab. Why Ateneo has been very consistent the past few years, di ba?
Okay, Maui, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to the next question. It's about basically one of the things that we noticed about you, your signature move, yung one-leg pull-up jumper. I know si David Alfonso also likes to do that in the 3-point line. So basically, just want to ask, how did you come up with that shot? Did you see it somewhere, or did someone told you about it, or did you just practice it and wanted to have something very signature and different?
Si Coach Tab actually. So we're just
Coach Tab pa rin.
Yeah, Coach Tab.
Coach Tab talaga.
It's during the bubble time na pre-practice na sa amin yung point guards na yun. Me, Tyler, and Jolo Mendoza. Kasi we're the ones who parang nasa amin lagi yung bola. So usually magagawa namin yun. And during that time, si Dave hindi pa. Pagka next year pa niya ginagawa yun. And Paul Garcia as well. So, siguro ako lang nakakakuha nun na sa game. Pero at the same time, we practice this a lot. Lagi namin pina-practice. So, siguro ako tinitake into ko na lang. So, sinasa puso ko talaga yun na it's part of the game na kung saan magagamit ko and it will make defenders para magugulat sila. Uy, bakit niya ginawa to? And nagugulat nga sila. So, until now, pina-practice ko pa rin. It's part of my routine every day na to practice those shots. And it's effective. So, thanks, Coach Tab.
Grabe si Coach Tab. Yeah, you were saying that you keep on practicing it because I keep on seeing highlights of you on social media na you're still doing those one-legged pull-ups.
Yeah.
Tapos naisip ko talaga, hindi lang yung defenders ang caught off guard sa move na yun. Pati kami mga fans. Di ba? Bigla mo, you're going to the side, tapos bigla ka magpo-pull up from 3 years. Marami na, what? Tapos bigla papasok. Tapos para, I always get taken aback when you do that. Especially pag galing sa tres. Di ba? Yun yung medyo, what? Yung ginagawa ni SJs bilang, uy, pasok! Ang galing. It's a deadly move then because you can do it from any angle eh. Well, at least from what I've seen, you do it, diba? Kahit you're moving to the right or to the side, kahit hindi set yung paa mo, yung pwede mong gawin, diba?
Yeah.
So, really yung caught off guard, which is why I wanted to ask this question so much. So, si Coach Tab pa rin. Meron ba itong question na hindi si Coach Tab ang sagot mo, SJ? So, this is a perfect segue to our next question because one of the most iconic moments that you had was your game-winning shot against Korea in the FIBA Asia qualifiers, the bubble.
Yeah.
FIBA Asia Cup,
the bubble. Yeah. So, I think that was also a one-legged shot. Tama ba? Tama ba yun? Or hindi ba? It was also a one-legged shot. So, what was going through your mind before that final play, was that play meant for you? Or was it something na, okay, I was just one of the options. Go ahead.
Actually, ako lang yung isang option dun. Then yung, to be honest lang dun. And the play was meant for Carl Tamayo to shoot in the middle. And we're just a decoy to space out to get Ricardo Ratliff out of the center position na lalabas siya with Ange para it's easier for Carl to finish sa middle. And at the same time, syempre, with all the pressure and experience na wala pa kami noon that time. And syempre, we all know Ange Kwame. Parang first time yata maglaro doon na sa Philippine team. And halos lahat naman kami. It's our first time it's a big jump for us from college tapos kami magre-represent for the country. Siyempre, we used to represent our countries as well during the high school. Pero iba pa rin yung kayo na nasa mga kuya na tinitignan ng mga buong tao. So, ayun, the play was meant for Carl and I was one of the options lang. And sure enough, nalito rin yung depensa. And at the same time, nalito rin sila ni Carl and Ange sa play. Actually, it was Ange na late lang. So, naghahanap na si Dwight ng papasahan. So, ako na yung pinakamalapit doon kasi pupunta lang naman ako dun sa kabilang side eh. Yun lang yung spot ko. So, nakita ko siya na parang gumagano na and wala siyang mapasahan. So, I took the advantage na to get the ball. Sumigaw. Rinig naman dun yung sigaw ko na I was asking for the ball and the rest was history na after that. So, ayun.
Yes, the rest was history. And
That was
you
a
don't
crazy
know
play.
how beautiful that was for us Filipinos because we were all stuck at home. And yun lang yung only basketball.
Naalala ko yun. Yeah.
Yes.
Kaya extra special no?
Nagsisigawan. Dito, sa amin, nagsisigawan lahat, SJ, when we hit that shot.
Same.
Kahit yung kapitbahay namin, I remember, I was hearing them at the same time, shouting. So everyone was basically tuned in.
Yeah.
Sayang. Yung kung may crowd lang dun, SJ,
Grabe,
kung may crowd lang dun, di na kayo magguho na yung building from that shot. Pero, grabe. So, Maui, let's move on.
Yeah. So actually, I'm segueing to our next question. It's connected to the last question. So we're talking about your after Ateneo life. So how did you end up in Korea? Was it because of the shot that you hit against Korea, or were there scouts already talking to you when you were in Ateneo? I think you initially said kasi that you were coming back for season 84, but you decided to pursue yung KBL route. Maybe give us a background of what happened during that time.
Siguro during half ng UAP season, there were scouts already talking, not just sa akin, kundi sa ibang players as well, na if they want us to recruit for their team, at ganyan. So sabi ko sa kanila, I'm focused on Ateneo. So wag muna. Parang tinaboy ko sila na wag muna ngayon because I have to study at the same time may league pa and I'm graduating. So sobrang hirap nung feeling na sobrang daming pressure na ina-handle mo at the same time nasa bubble ka lang and it's not your natural habitat na nasa bubble kayo. Hindi kayo nasa bahay. Iba pa rin pag nasa bahay ka studying and all that stuff. So nasa bubble kayo. And doon na nagsimula na second route na may mga scouts watching and going. Kasi nung time nung second round, nag-east na yung makakanood na yung lahat ng students and some crowd. So, pumunta doon, nanonood. I remember Samsung ata watch one of our games. I remember na nagchat-chat yung isang may Samsung na scout agent. So sabi ko, I don't care. I just wanna win the UAP. So after nun ng season na yun, sabi parang nag-contact ulit sila na what's the plan? Sabi ko, hindi ko pa alam kakatalo ko lang, sorry. So, hindi ko sila...
Heartbroken
Masakit
pa,
pa.
heartbroken.
Yeah,
Masakit
masakit pa. At the same time, naghahabol pa ako sa studies ko. So, sabi ko, I'm not sure if I'm graduating. Sorry. So, baka kapag nag-graduate ako dyan mamaya, kapag nag-commit ako sa inyo agad, tapos bagsak pala ako, hindi niya rin ako makukuha. So, hindi ko muna sila in-entertain. And after siguro sometime na alam ko na I'll graduate and pumasa ako. So, doon ko na in-entertain yung mga scouts. But at the same time, I have the back of my mind na kakatalo ko pa rin and I want redemption. So, sobrang hirap ng moment. Yeah. Sobrang hirap talaga ng moment na yan. Pero, I made a promise to myself as well na after I graduate, I'm done in Ateneo. And I've served well enough sa Ateneo na
Agree.
I make Ateneo community proud, ganun. So, even though masakit yung talo, pero I made a promise to myself na once I graduated, it's time for me to move on and try kung saan ba talaga yung saan ba ako parang yung feeling na kaya ko ba yung outside basketball in the Philippines. So, ayun. Doon na nagsimula.
Ang galing. That's a good story, SJ. So basically, you said you were coming back because mag-aaral pa ako mamaya kayo. That's good. That's a very good story, man.
And Gab, maganda yung priorities ni SJ, no? So after natalo, he didn't entertain any offers from the KBL. Aral muna. Tapusin ko muna tong studies ko, academics ko, and then saka tayo mag-usap, di ba? So that's what we want to hear from student athletes then.
Okay. So our next question is about the KBL actually. So you're actually one of the pioneers, actually the pioneer for Filipinos in the KBL. You and I think the first, and I think si RJ yung followed you yung right after. So what advice do you have for young Filipino basketball players, whether in the high school or in the college ranks, in order to make it to the KBL?
Siguro sabihin ko muna na graduate muna. Important.
Good answer.
I know. Syempre, money is money. Syempre. And we don't know kapag hanggang saan talaga yung basketball natin. Pero knowing na you've already graduate and meron kang fallback sa basketball career mo, it's parang it's a privilege and it's an honor na parang alam ko na after nitong basketball career ko, nakapagtapos ako and kaya ko yung outside world besides basketball. So my tip for me is graduate siguro muna. Yeah. Because at the same time, after that, just take risks after that. Because opportunities comes and goes. Parang kapag hindi mo kinuha isang opportunity, mawawala agad. So you just have to plan yourself out and take risks. Because there's no harm in taking risks. You just have to work hard for it. Yun.
Very good answer.
I love that answer. SJ. Of course, I'm not saying na to the young Filipinos out there na i-decline nyo kung ano mang offer at tapusin nyo muna yung school, di ba? I don't think we are saying that. Of course, kung sabi nga ni SJ, kung may offer at there's an opportunity, take it. But huwag nyo kalimutan yung
priority.
Yung pag-aaral. Oo. Yung sabi nga ni SJ, yung magandang fallback na may college degree ka. Di ba? Basketball can only take you so far, yung playing career, di ba? Hindi naman lahat parang si LeBron na hanggang 40 makakalaro, di ba? Di ba, SJ? Maui, the last question for the difficult round for SJ.
Ano muna ang tubig? Parang delikado yung last question.
Hindi naman. This is not the typical theology or philosophy orals naman in college, di ba? Yeah. So we were talking about your stint or your current stint in the KBL. This is actually we're very curious to know what's the main difference between Korean basketball and Filipino basketball. What do you think? What's a key takeaway that the Philippines can learn from Korea to take things to the next level?
Siguro for me, kasi yung problema is, I just only heard na ganito ganyan sa PBA because I've never experienced playing in the PBA.
Yeah.
So wala pa akong experience and I have nothing to parang facts talaga to share it with you guys. Pero sa mga narinig ko lang, so yun na naman yung yung parang news about PBA. But at the same time, for me, sa playstyle na lang siguro and stuff, with the experience I have here in Korea, it's my 3 years already. Siguro nabibigla sila kapag nagsasabi ako na 3 times a day kami nagpa-practice here. So, whether you're veteran or wala, hindi sila nagpapahinga. So, yan yung ikaw na lang talaga mahihiya sa young pro athlete na nakikita yung mga 36 years old, 37 years old, mga kuya mo dito na nagpa-practice pa sa gabi rather than resting pagka next day because training in Korea is a no joke. As in, nakakapagod talaga. Super, like right now, we're June and sa June, buong June na to, parang sa rest day lang kami nakakapag-shooting eh. It's all running. So parang yung training here is serious talaga. As in, grabe serious. And it translates as well to the game. So, for me, yun lang siguro. Kasi, once you train hard, nakikita ko rin sa mga players, natatranslate talaga sila sa laro. And walang petics. So, ayun, for me.
I like it. Not taking shots at the PBA, but sort of.
Hindi naman.
I'm just joking.
Doon lang sa
Hindi
mga
naman,
naririnig, diba? But it's good to hear, no? Very interesting din yun na 3 times a day kayo nagpa-practice, no? So that's a sneak peek into Korean basketball. That's kind of crazy. Sige, so for those keeping tabs, we've already asked SJ 13 questions. We're moving on to a different segment. May a few questions pa kami for you, SJ. Pero we call this segment Fast Break. So, quick answers lang, quick question and answer. Doesn't have to be that long naman. And mas madali naman to, mas chill. So, just a few things that we'd like to ask to get to know you more siguro, no? Okay? So, I have lang. So, let's get started. So, dapat mabilis. First thing that comes to mind. Sige. Unang pag-isipan pa. Sige, let's get started. First question. Reason behind your jersey number?
Birthday. My birthday.
Okay, birthday.
Oh. When exactly is your birthday?
Next
week.
So,
wow. July 27. July 27.
June
27. June.
Advance happy birthday, SJ. Advance happy birthday.
I'll be going home in the Philippines, so I'm happy.
Woohoo!
Nice. Okay, babalik. Okay, next question. If you could only play in one pair of basketball shoes, what would it be and why? So, all your life, isa na lang yung basketball shoes mo. Aling sapatos pipiliin mo?
For me, Harden. James Harden. Sobrang sarap sa paa.
Yung pinakabago ba to? Volume. Aling version ba yung gusto mo?
6 na ata, diba? Or 8?
Hindi. 8 yung gusto mo.
Right now, volume 7. Grabe.
Volume 7. Actually, volume 7, ibang level, comfort-wise. Okay. Speaking of Harden, favorite NBA player?
Tony Parker.
Whoa!
I didn't expect that.
I did not expect that.
TP.
Okay. May follow-up questions ako pero saka na. Mamaya.
Sige. Next question. Since nasa Korea ka and taga Bacolod ka, this is an important question. Korean fried chicken or Bacolod chicken inasal?
Wow! Bacolod chicken inasal.
Yun.
Napaisip
siya. Love local. Pero napaisip siya.
Napaisip siya pero loyal. Loyal si SJ.
Love local pa rin. Love local.
Number one.
related to Korea again, meron tayo. Recommended skincare product from Korea. Or nagsi-skincare ka ba? Nasa Korea ka eh.
Anwa. Anwa siguro. Yeah. Anwa is good.
Anwa.
Anwa.
Okay.
Anwa. Ano yun? Moisturizer? What is it?
May mga set na naman sila, which is may mga toner, moisturizer, and
Okay.
halos lang meron. Yeah.
Okay.
Usa
Sa
bang
mga
makeup
ano
na?
dyan?
Usa
Sa
pa nga na skincare routine
interested
na.
dyan sa routine SJ Belangel. Anwa. Check out Anwa.
May sunscreen ba sila? Always
Sunscreen.
wear your...
Meron naman, pero at the same time, parang hindi siya ganun ka, Hindi siya ganun ka sikat. So, pero yung ibang brands nila, it's like, mga serum nila is
Serums.
maganda. Yeah.
Okay.
Serums, okay.
Interesting.
Maganda.
Anwa. Check out
gotta
Anwa,
check
guys.
that out.
Anwa, sponsor this episode. Sponsor SJ Belangel. Sabay ko naman. Moving on. Oh, Korea. We have to ask you. Fave K-pop group.
Blackpink. Blackpink.
Blink ka pala.
Blackpink.
Blink pala tong si SJ.
Okay, Blackpink pa rin.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Last 2 questions, SJ. Kung hindi ka basketball player, what would you be?
I'm a gamer. Promise. Yun talaga. I'm gonna be a...
Bagay ka sa Korea.
Sports.
Bagay ka nga sa Korea talaga. SJ.
Bagay. Follow-up question, ano mga linalaro mo?
NBA 2K.
2K.
classic.
Pareho kayo ni Mace.
Classic.
Classic, okay.
Yeah. So, basically, nasa ako ngayon. Nasa part ako ng Gilas pool ng NBA 2K.
Yeah, I heard
Wait,
na.
what?
Oo nga, tama.
Yeah,
Oo,
nabasa ko yun. Nabasa ko yun.
For group before. Oo nga.
Yeah.
For my player, di ba?
Yeah. Because of my... Siyempre, I play IRL. I can't commit. So, they have to find another one. So, ayan. But, if I'm in the Philippines, siguro I'm not playing. Siguro I'm gonna be, of the top 5 players in, who will be representing the country. Yeah. Sinasabi na rin
Yun.
Ang
Yun,
galing.
grabe
Oh
yung
my God.
confidence. Pero grabe din yung
Grabe,
commitment ni SJ, di ba? Sabi niya, ayaw niya mag-commit sa maglaro because he's playing in real life. So,
Yeah.
dedicated din naman si SJ.
Pero something related
Okay,
to basketball pa rin.
Basketball
Yeah.
pa rin
Basketball.
no? Talagang
Hindi ako nagsasawa.
Ball is life.
ball is life. Ball is life. Okay, last question. If you can recommend one place to visit in South Korea, where would it be and why? Restaurant, anong place, etc. Kahit ano.
For me, it's siguro ano ba? Jeju. For me, Jeju Island.
Jeju.
Yeah,
Jeju
we're-
Island
Jeju
pa rin.
Our
Okay.
team is gonna go there next month. So hindi pa naman ako nakakapunta ng Jeju, pero it's one of the places na I want to go. So I'll check. Pero madami nang sabi, it's okay. It's maganda daw. So
Yeah.
because siguro na I always go to Seoul na parang sinasabi ko na don't go to Seoul. Pero I want to go out ngayon and try na magpa-plane ako from here to Jeju. So ayun.
Actually, I have a Korean friend that I was talking to recently. I asked him also this, basically the same question that Sam asked you. Jeju Island din ang ano niya, ang recommendation.
I gotta check that out. So anyway, since we're done with the 21 questions, I do have some follow-up questions. Tony Parker, how did you... we did not expect that. Bakit si Tony Parker? Where did you first watch him? What moment made you pick him as your favorite player? There, go.
I grew up watching Tony Parker. So I'm a Spurs fan actually. Hindi naman die hard, pero I'm a Spurs fan because of how they play, how they develop players. So I grew up watching Tony Parker, idolizing his floater. So that's why I have it as my weapon every game. I can't. Hindi ko lang masunod yung ano niya, yung
That's
spin
true.
move niya. Yung crossover spin move niya, I can't. He's too fast for that. So floater na lang. So I have it as my weapon, the floater. And my favorite number back then is number 9, but you can't wear number 9 in Ateneo because may injury thing, may history. But right now, Jared Baez is using number 9. So
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, no.
oh,
Oh no!
SJ, no!
Sinabihan na rin namin yan si Jared. So, I don't know, but pa rin number 9 yung inano ng Ateneo. So, baka wala na ngayon. So,
I'm trying to remember. Sinong number 9 ang na-injure?
si Coach Sandy Arispo Kutsaga yung last.
Si Coach Sandy.
Coach
that was
Sandy.
before our time.
That's why-
We're not that old.
Okay.
We're not
That's
that
why wala na. That's why wala na
Okay,
yung
okay.
number 9. Up until this year.
Ay, nako. Jared! Baka naman.
I hope not, pero yun yung theory. Sobrang daming players na gusto mag number 9 sa Ateneo, but wala.
Oh, ang galing. I did not know that.
Interesting facts from SJ Belangel.
Interesting. I have another follow-up question. Sorry, ang dami kong follow-up question. Ang dami ko
Sige.
naisip eh. You've played in Adidas shoes for the longest time. I think since I've started seeing you play. Are you signed with Adidas? You are.
Yes.
Since when? Since
High school. I went to high school. Tapos, from grade
Ateneo.
11 to grade 12, I went to Nike. Then, buong college ko na naging, until college, pandemic. Tapos after ng pandemic, nag-Adidas na ako. So that's why I was wearing the pro models during the last 10. And up until right now, I'm with Adidas.
Galing.
Oo,
Because
naalala
Sam
ko,
and I
pro
are...
model. Dame 8s. Nag-Dame
Yeah.
8s ka rin. Yeah, I remember that.
Sam and I are sneakerheads also. So we're kind of interested in shoes. So great to hear. My last question yung coming from all of these. Kung saan mas pinakamasarap na chicken inasal pag pupunta akong Bacolod? Kasi may ligaw
Aidas.
kumain eh.
Oo nga.
Number 1.
Aidas,
ang
talaga.
recommended ko.
Das,
Okay.
okay. Aidas talaga.
Sakto, may brand sila
Okay.
sa Manila.
Meron sila. Pero,
Meron ba?
Meron sa
Ah,
Makati
okay.
Cinema Square.
Makati Cinema Square.
Pero iba
Okay.
pa rin yung pag andun sa Bacolod.
Pag sa Bacolod mismo.
Yeah.
Iba pa rin.
Oh.
Talaga. Grabe.
Chicken oil is life, di ba, SJ? Chicken
Yeah.
oil is life.
It's been ilang years na rin na hindi pa ako nakauwi ng Bacolod, so I wanna go home next year.
Full trip.
It's one of my bucket lists na next year na uwi talaga ako after this season sa Korea. Hindi muna ako pupunta sa ibang lugar kundi Bacolod muna.
Yes, there's no
Yun.
place like home. And talking about home, Sam and I had the privilege of going, well, not to listen to Bacolod, but yung katabi, to Iloilo. Tama diba? Yung magkatabi naman sila.
Yes.
Oh, diba?
1 hour.
Yes.
Katabi, to Iloilo. And sinabi ko kay Sam nun, we saw a couple of dudes wearing SJ Belangel jerseys.
Iloilo.
Randomly.
Randomly,
in Iloilo.
mga naka-SJ Belangel. Tawa kami ng tawa.
Tawa kami ng tawa.
I went to school in Ateneo in Iloilo for 1 year. In St. Joseph.
Okay. That makes
Doon
sense.
ka na-
Ang galing.
Pala. Si Sandro Soriano, you know Sandro Soriano? Sandro
Familiar
Soriano.
Not familiar, pare.
Yeah.
Familiar name.
One of the assistant coach ngayon sa Meralco Bolts. Parang ganun. He's been a
Okay.
player. Yeah, and student manager sa namin for sa Ateneo. So, ayun.
Okay, yeah.
Kaya pala familiar yung name. The guy holding the iPads.
He's good friends with Jolo Mendoza. Ayun. Close sila yan. Malagi sa Mendoza.
Okay. Nice. So I was telling a story because obviously you still have a following there in your home
Fan base.
in your home province. May fan base ka
Last year
doon,
lang
pare.
yun, SJ. Last year lang.
Last year lang
When you-
yun.
When you hit that kind of shot against Korea, di ba? You will have a strong following all across the Philippines.
Okay. Sam, Maui, may final questions pa kayo?
Yeah. Sam, do you have any?
Yeah, Maui. Maui, go ahead.
So this is sort of yung end one segment namin. This is to end lang the episode. What can we get an idea of your future plans? Do you have any plans to play in a league outside Korea, maybe the B League or the NBL? And the Gilas, siyempre, we want to see another SJ Belangel moment. Just give us an idea of any of your future plans if you want.
For me, syempre, I'm still young. At the same time, I'm still here in KBL. Kakasign ko lang for 2 years. So maybe
2
after
years,
2 years,
yeah.
after 2 years, I'll go check kapag kaya pa ba maglaro sa B-League or I'll stay here na lang for Korea. But at the same time, hindi pa rin mawawala sa akin yung dream basketball sa career ko na I'll play in the PBA. It's my dream during my nung childhood dream ko na I'll play in
Of
the
course.
PBA one. So yun talaga, I grow up watching PBA, then through through moments na gigil ako na manood talaga ng PBA game. So, up until right now, every time na umuwi ako ng Pilipinas, I watch PBA. Kahit anong man sasabihin nila, I support PBA at the same time. I want to play in the PBA. So, and sa Gilas, I'm always ready. And
That's what we love
I'm
to
just
hear.
I'm just one call away. But at the same time, hindi man ako makuha. I just want to see our country excel. I just want na support talaga. Buo talaga yung puso ko sa pagsusupport sa Gilas.
Before we end, Coach Tim Cone, you heard that here on Boleros. One call away lang si SJ. Injured
One
si
call
Scotty
away,
Thompson
ready.
ngayon. Baka kailangan yun ng
Masyado
point
ng
guard,
tight,
Coach
Gab.
Tim
Masyado
Cone.
ng tight. Masyado ng tight yung schedule.
One call away lang daw, Sam!
Lalaro din sana ako sa SGA. I'm one of the players na unang-una tinawagan agad. But at the same time, unfortunately, hindi na ako pinayagan ng coach ko because here in Korea, it's because syempre pressure right now yung coach. Hindi man pressure, but we're the favorites right now in the KBL because of what happened last season. So parang iniisip niya na we need to practice and build chemistry a lot. So kapag nawala ako next month, so parang sayang lang yung pinaghirapan ko this month. So,
understandable naman. We understand.
Yep. So parang iniisip ko na I understand my coach since na nag-sign na rin ako. At the same time, if there's an opportunity talaga to represent the country, I will not back down. Parang ready talaga ako lagi. And sinabi ko na rin yun sa SGA na first thing in mind nung kinontak agad ako, sabi ko yes. Wala nang iba. Wala nang tanong-tanong ko muna. Pero nagsabi ko yes.
Yun.
So,
That's happy to hear, SG.
Coach Tim
Okay.
Cone. Coach Tim Cone, let's go!
go! Okay lang, exciting yung nila. Manonood ako kahit nasa practice ako. May games sila ata this 24?
This Monday.
This Monday.
Sa
Taiwan.
Taiwan Mustangs.
What time na? Parang gabi na ata.
Yeah, it's at night, I think 6 or 7
So,
p.m.
After practice, hindi muna ako mag-extra work sa gabi kasi manonood ako for the country.
Manonood ko
Yes.
muna.
Yeah.
Ganun ako ka die-hard fan sa Gilas natin. So,
Yan ang gusto natin marinig.
Good luck. And I hope for magandang results.
Shout
Galing.
out to the Gilas
Sammy.
team representing us this coming competitions itong June and July. So that's it for today's interview with SJ Belangel. We had a wonderful time with SJ. SJ, I hope you enjoyed that interview kahit medyo na-pressure ka sa ibang mga tanong. For our listeners and fans, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the show. SJ, in case Filipino fans want to follow you on social media, ano ba yung mga social media handles mo para naman ma-follow nila?
Just SJ Belangel lang talaga. And
Okay.
siguro sa gaming kasi I handle One Pro Esports right now sa NBA 2K. So just follow One Esports. So ako yung nag-handle na.
Yon. Okay, so you heard it from SJ. Follow his accounts. Let's support Gilas. Let's support SJ in his upcoming stints in Korea. That's it for today's episode. Bye-bye. See you guys.
Thanks.